very few games can make you forget you're just holding a controller. That feeling when the screen pulls you in so deep, the real world disappears. But there's one game that drops you straight into an oh wow film and doesn't let go. Yes, that's Battlefield 1. Even after 9 years, it's still the most cinematic shooter ever made. There are tons of other games about World War II, Cold War, Modern Warfare, Future Warfare, and science fiction. But there's one game, only AAA game about the Great War, and that's Battlefield. World War One. The Great War, a brutal clash of old and new, charging machine guns, tanks rolling through mud. The maps feel alive. The visuals still hit different. Fog rolls in during your sniper drills. But the real magic? The sounds, the explosions that deafen you, multilingual voice lines. Let's dive into the world of Battlefield. Most modern shooters look clean, almost sterile, but DICE use the Frostbite engine to create something visceral. The destruction isn't just a mechanic, it's a narrative too. You start a match in a beautiful French village. By the final sector, you are fighting over a graveyard of bricks and smoldering wood. It's a visual reminder that in this war, nothing was left standing. To be honest, Battlefield 1 outperforms Battlefield 6 in visuals, stability, and performance. Even after a decade later, there's no game which is similar to Battlefield. 10 years later, the industry has moved on to hero shooters and battle passes. But Battlefield 1 stands alone. It's a masterpiece that hasn't been touched since. Today, we are looking at why there will be truly never be another game like this.
The Great War has been a crucible of innovation and exploits which witnesses a stark juxtaposition of the old and the new. Along the Western Front, our brave soldiers endured the stagnant horror of the trenches. Never before has a nation poured forth such immense resources, a relentless tide of grass and industry, to sustain the armies on the battlefield.
So, what makes Battlefield 1 a good game? It was rated really well on its release. It's still considered as one of the best game that was ever created in the FPS industry. To understand Battlefield 1, you have to look at its skin. The Frostbite engine wasn't just used for graphics, it was used for grit. Look at the way the mud builds up on your weapon as you crawl through a crater. Modern games feels clean, almost plastic, but here everything feels heavy, everything feels dangerous. Dynamic weather isn't just a visual gimmick. When the fog rolls into the forest, the gameplay changes. Snipers become useless and the trenches become terrifying game of hide and seek with bayonets. It's an atmosphere you don't just see, you feel it.
This war, a moment of profound transition, presents a grim spectacle. The noble cavalry, once the pride of the armies, pitted against the infernal rattle of machine guns. Infantry assaults, where the flower of a youth charged with unwavering courage, are met with the thunderous wrath of modern artillery. A brutal awakening to the exigencies of this new and terrible warfare.
Okay, now let's talk about the stars of the show. The weapons. In 2026, we are used to 60 round laser beams with zero recoil. But Battlefield 1 forces you to respect the machinery. These are primitive, experimental, and mechanical based. DICE took a massive risk by using bolt action rifles as a standard. But it worked because of the feel. The ping of 98, the heavy kick of Levi's gun, the clunky reload of a French choke at every shot feels earned. You aren't a superhero, you are a soldier struggling with a piece of iron and wood that might be older than you are. The pills of the front line. The class system here is the ultimate proof of teamwork. You have the assault, the shock troops who have to get uncomfortably close to tanks with crude dynamite. You have the medics, the literal heartbeat of the team. Because in this war, you don't depend on the guy with the syringe. This support brings the industry, suppressing the enemy while Scout acts as the eyes of the army. It's a simple system that modern games often overcomplicate with abilities, but here it just works. It creates a front line that feels like a real moving organism. The sound Battlefield 1 sound is considered as the best sound design in the history of the FPS genre. Listen to that. The audio team at DICE recorded over 160,000 lines of dialogue. They had voice actors do push-ups and run with the weights to capture the actual panic in the lungs, which is crazy because it needs a lot of dedication to actually do that. The muffled screams under a gas mask, the distant whistles blowing before a charge, it's haunting. Mad respect to those voice actors who had contributed so much for this game and given the best sound out there.
Cassetta medica, ecco! Stop firing! Please stop firing!
Oh, make him stop, make him stop, make him stop!
Stop firing! Please stop firing! Mama! Mama! Hol mich heraus!
And the soundtrack. It's orchestral, somber, and epic. It doesn't celebrate war, it mourns it. It pushes you to keep moving even when the world is burning around you. It's arguably the best sound design in the history of the FPS genre. So now, what truly separates Battlefield 1 is how it treats the human cost. In most games, you are an immortal John Wick, but in Battlefield 1, you are a name and a date of birth. The Storm of Shell prologue was a statement. You are not expected to survive. The respect for the source material, the weight of 10 million lives lost, is something no corporate AAA studio would dare to do today. So, why aren't there more games like this? Because it's a bad idea on paper. It's too dark, too gritty, and too much work to get right. Battlefield was lightning in a bottle, the perfect mix of technical power and artistic soul. As long as these serves stay full, the legend lives on. But for the rest of the industry, I think they have lost the recipe. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment and tell me your favorite Battlefield 1 memory. I'll see you in the trenches. Signing off. Peace.